In today's video, we are going to be doing a glam transformation using affordable products, and it's gonna be a good one. Hey guys, what's up? It's Nelly. Welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Nelly. For today's video, I'm actually really excited because I'm going to be doing a glam transformation using some affordable drugstore makeup. And this tutorial is pretty much going to be based around this palette from Revlon. It's called Tropical Vibes, and this is in collaboration with Ashley Graham. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this glamformation. Okay, so we're gonna get started by clipping our hair away from our face, and look at this, my LaCroix matches my background. It was not planned. Starting with the eyes, I'm going to take a concealer and I'm just going to prime my eyelids for eyeshadow. I am using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camel Concealer, and I'm gonna blend that in using a beauty sponge, and then I'm just going to be setting that concealer into place with some translucent powder, and this is just going to make sure that we don't have any creasing or anything, and that everything stays nice and put. And I also like to add a little bit of translucent powder to the brows. Going into the Tropical Vibes palette, I am going to take the bronzer shade that's in the palette, which is called Bikini Glow, and I'm going to be using this in my crease, and this is going to be my transition shade. It does have a little bit of a sparkle to it, but honestly it's very light and you can't really tell once it's blended out in the crease. I'm gonna go in with the shade One Night Long, and I'm gonna put this in the outer corner, and I'm gonna blend it up towards the crease just a little bit, and I'm also extending it out just a bit to give me more of that elongated cat eye look. And I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of the bronzer shade just to blend things together and make sure that everything is nice and seamless, and that the two colors just kind of fade into each other really well. I'm going to go ahead and take a concealer, and I'm going to begin to carve out the crease. Now you can cut your crease all the way, or you can just do what I did. I personally just wanted it to go in like half of my lid, but you can do as you please, and you can take it as high as you would want to. I just wanted things to look a little bit more clean and crisp, and that's why I went ahead with a flat brush and my concealer. For the lid color, I'm taking Body Heat, and this is actually the highlighter that's in the palette, and I was so impressed by this palette. It was super pigmented and really easy to work with. So I am applying this shade in the areas where we applied that concealer, and then I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of One Night Long, and I'm just going to blend those two colors in together to make sure that we don't have any harshness. I'm going to take a makeup wipe, and I'm just going to wipe off any excess fallout and really sharpen out the outer corner. I'm going to go ahead and take my concealer once again, and I'm going to apply this under the eyes, and I'm going to let it sit there for a little bit to kind of dry. I am then going to take a mixture of my two favorite drugstore foundations, which are the Maybelline Super Stay in the shade 220 and the L'Oreal True Match in the shade 5W. I'm going to mix the two together, and I'm just going to apply that to the skin, and I'm going to go in with a beauty sponge and really push that foundation into my skin and smooth everything over. I'm going to go back in to the palette, and I'm going to take the shade Blue Lagoon, and I'm going to place this in the lower lash line. And the reason why I'm doing this before I go in with powder and all of that is because I want that blue to be really nice and pigmented. So while applying that blue shade, when the foundation and concealer are still kind of tacky, it's going to really make that pigment shine, and it's going to be as blue as it can possibly be. I'm also taking a Makeup Geek eyeliner, and I am just going to line my waterline, and this is just a blue eyeliner. Any blue eyeliner will work. Going back to the face, I'm taking the Tropical Vibes Golden Lava Face and Body bronzer, and I'm going to use this to cream contour. This particular product had a very cool undertone, but it was very beautiful. It had some gold sparkles in it, and it looked pretty good. However, it was a little bit too sheer to do a nose contour with, so I am going in with my CoverGirl True Blend contouring palette, and I'm just going to take a mixture of the shades, and I'm just going to use that to contour the nose. To further highlight the skin, I'm going to go back in with my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, this time in a lighter shade, and I'm going to put this in the inner corners and in the outer corners. I just did a video showing you guys this technique, so I will have that linked down below. And I'm also going to use the concealer to just highlight the center of the face. I'm going to go ahead and set everything into place using the new e.l.f. powders. These are the Halo Glow powders, and let me tell you, I am pretty obsessed with them. I use the shade Light to set the under eyes, and then I use the shade Medium to set the rest of the skin. These powders gave my skin this glow from within, and my skin just looked nourished and beautiful. Honestly, they're definitely going to be a staple in my routine. I'm going to go back in with Bikini Glow from the palette, which is the bronzer shade, and I'm just going to use this to bronze up the skin. So I am applying this on the areas where we applied that body lava. I did also just bake under my face with the e.l.f. powders as well. I used the light for under my eyes, and then I used the medium for the bottom half of my face. And now I'm just going to go in with a brush and just really work that powder into the skin. Moving on to blush, I forgot to do a close-up, but I did use this baby pink blush that I found from Wet n Wild. I will have it linked down below. And then I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to smooth everything over and blend out the powder that we have on the bottom half of our face. And look at my under eyes. Look how glowy they look, and that was all the e.l.f. powders. I'm telling you, they are incredible. Moving on to the lips, I'm going to start off by lining my lips using the NYX lip pencil in the shade Nude Truffle. This has become one of my favorite lip pencils. The color is just so beautiful, and it's so perfect for an everyday wear. For lipstick, I am going in with the Pixie liquid lipstick in the shade Matte Beige. It's like a really pretty pinky kind of beigey color. It's also really beautiful for everyday wear. And then I'm going to finish the lips off by applying some gloss. This is from the Ashley Graham and Revlon collection, once again in the shade Gold Rush. I am going to apply some falsies, and then I'm going to go back in to the palette, and I'm going to take the shade Body Heat, and I'm going to apply that to the tip and bridge of the nose, and then take your clips off, and that is it. Alrighty guys, so this is it. This is the completed glam formation. Glam transformation. Honestly, always so amazed at the outcome. Not trying to toot my own horn or anything. I'm not that vain, but a lot of people tend to look down on drugstore makeup, and whenever I do these kind of like drugstore transformations or like drugstore makeup tutorials, I'm always so shocked at the end because they perform so well and it looks just like high-end makeup. Look how pigmented that blue is, and it's just, you can't even tell that everything on my face right now is from a local drugstore. A couple weeks ago, I told you guys that I've been wanting to incorporate more drugstore videos into my channel, and I'm hoping that you guys are liking them because they're honestly really fun to film. Like I said, I'm looking at myself in the monitor because it just looks so pretty. Like you can't even tell that this is from the drugstore. So yeah, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys loved it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, as always, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more glam formations. Remember that I upload every Monday and Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So I hope to see you guys here for my next upload. I'm also going to be down in the comments for the first hour of this video, just answering your comments. So if you have any questions, if you want to ask me anything, request anything, definitely leave it down below. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see ya in my next video. Mwah! Bye!